but the rewards are sex. Lots of sex. So, let's move on to lesson 5. My favorite lesson, S-E-X. Yeah!
Safe sex or no sex, bottom line. Just because a chick says she's on the pill doesn't mean she is on the pill. Yes, you can still get pregnant while you are on the pill. I know a few people, actually, who have gotten pregnant while being on the pill. It's safe sex or no sex. And I think if you do it any other way, you're dumb, and it's a time bomb, and you're either asking for a kid you don't want or something else that isn't good at all. And that's something that you should talk about before you have sex, not while you're ready to go. She's like, just take me, I want you. And you're like, well, I don't have any condoms.
Don't ask her 10 times, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure this is what's going on? Because most of the time, once you do that, she's like, you're right, we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't do this. And you just killed it for yourself.
There's a lot of freaky shit that goes on in the bedroom, and you know, it's all good, but some people just don't like certain things. So, I mean, you know, ask a woman what she likes, what she wants in bed, and do it that way, you know?
If you can ask her what she wants, she'll be able to tell you, and that'll take away a lot of the mystery and worry and frustration from you, because if you know what she wants already, then you don't have to worry so much. Also, if she asks you what you like, make sure you tell her and don't go, oh, well, just do whatever you want, because she may be just as unsure as you, and if you aren't going to be clear with her, then it's not fair to expect her to be clear with you.
You should know what she's comfortable with, what you're comfortable with, and then explore absolutely everything in between the guidelines that you've set for each other. Go nuts, who cares? You're consenting adults, go wild.
It's cool to talk about those things as foreplay before you get in the bedroom, like what you like, what you don't like. Oh my God, that is the best foreplay. Talking about it before you actually get intimate, that is so sensual and beautiful.
Kissing, 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 kissing. And you don't have to kiss the boobies, you don't have to kiss the tata, you don't have to do any of that. It's the neck all along here, it's all under kind of here, and then for me, there's this special spot on my back. Oh God, done, absolutely done. I mean, I've had orgasms before just through kissing.
A woman can kind of like a man, and then with a good kiss can fall in love with a man.
Touch her hair, play with her hair, touch her face. It makes it feel more intimate.
Kiss her face, kiss her neck, kiss her ears, kiss her mouth. Kiss her like you're the only person she's ever gonna want to kiss, and then my God, boys, you don't even know what we'll do to you, okay? It's the kiss, all in the kiss.
Foreplay, first of all. Foreplay is huge. I mean, you've got to start there, because that is what turns on the woman. That is what creates all of the energy. That's what gets the blood flowing, you know? Touch a woman in every single part of her body, her toes, suck on every single toe, behind the knees, the upper thighs, the belly button, the back, you know, kiss her entire back, the armpits, like everywhere, behind the ears. Ears are huge. They are so sensual, and they have so many nerve endings. I mean, it is such a turn on.
Always have foreplay. Always tease her, and always make her want you, but you're just not gonna let her get you yet. And just play around with her, tease her, and just, you know, do what she likes you to do.
You know, every time you have sex, don't, you know, do the same thing like, you know, a movie playing over and over again, where you start here and finish there and do this and do that.
Be interesting. I mean, use your imagination. Creativity in bed is so important. You know, think of new ways to have sex. Use food, use chocolate, Smarties or peanut butter, or whatever it is. I mean, there's so many different ways to be sexual and turn on your woman.
When it comes to undoing a bra, learn, go to your mom's drawer, grab her bra, put it around a watermelon, and start practicing with one hand, because it's not very hard, and nothing's a mood killer than a guy that can't take your bra off.
Saying that you love the way a girl does something is really cool, like, oh, I love the way you kiss, or I love the way you do that. That's always a really good way to tell somebody what you want or what you like.
I like it when a guy says my name, because then it makes me think that he's not thinking about some other chick while he's having sex with me.
Let her guide you. Let her take your hands down there, or let her, you know, take your hands or whatever. Don't try to push it too far. Don't try to like, oh, looky here, rip off her blouse and grab your tits, because that's probably not what's going to turn her on.
When you're having sex, try and make it about her as much as you can, because if you give her what she wants, she might be too shy to ask you for what she wants. So if you make it all about her, she's going to feel important. And even if she isn't shy, that's kind of a nice gesture, and she's going to feel special. And then she's going to want to do it more, and then you're going to be getting more sex, and you both will be happy.
A lot of guys think that oral sex is foreplay, but it's really not. That's totally separate, and that's a part of sex. Girls want to be kissed and touched forever until those acts occur.
Do not be a porn star. Do not make her turn in like 10 different positions and try the Congress of the Cow or like the position of the crow. Like, don't expect her to like be so crazy, you know? Slowly just, I guess, what works best, get on top of her, do the missionary thing, and then slowly, you know, she might say, this isn't working for me, get on top of you and start straddling you, and she's on top. Maybe she likes it better. If you want to be the one that, you know, is working out a little bit more, then turn her around and do something else. But don't make her switch positions right when it's getting good. Listen to her, like listen to her breathing, listen to her panting, listen to her moaning. If she's making sounds, then it's probably a good indication that you're doing the right things, and don't stop. Whatever you do, just don't stop.
Don't stop, and don't change what you're doing, because if you suddenly change what you're doing, she's like, oh, I'm gonna come, and then you do it harder or different, she might just lose the feeling, because it was what you were doing when she said don't stop that was what was turning her on, basically.
You know, guys think that they have to do more, go deeper, faster, slower. At that moment, don't change what you're doing. Just at that moment. It has nothing to do with changing positions or rhythm or anything like that any other time. Just at that moment, stay where you are.
The best way to make a woman come is just to keep doing what you're doing, keep the same steady rhythm, and stay in the same place. I mean, you can change positions, but we're different. And ask her to tell you where, you know, ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. But I think that's the part that most guys kind of fuck up on, is just take your time. And the more you do the one thing, the easier it is to get us off.
Show us that you're willing to look for the clitoris as long as you would be willing to look for a golf ball.
Most girls know about guys, so it doesn't take that long to kind of figure out and find it. Just make sure that you actually look.
If you don't know where it is, just don't try to like hurt anything down there. Everything down there is very delicate. Think of it like a flower. You can't keep on rubbing a flower, else the petal's gonna like fly away, you know? Well, not like anything's gonna fly away, but you wanna be very gentle down there. And if you're trying to find the clit, and it's obvious that you're trying to find the clit, let her hand guide you.
Gotta know how to work that clitoris. And your G-spot, make sure you're able to find the G-spot. I mean, it's so important. Make sure you know where it is.
The G-spot is very different from the clitoris. It's in and around where the clitoris is.
If a woman's wearing lingerie, it's probably to make her feel better and to turn you on. So if you're really in there and you rip it off, then neither of you is going to enjoy it, and she's going to feel better about her body and more beautiful if she's wearing it. So I'd say leave it on for a bit and touch her through her underwear.
Enjoy us with our bra on, touch us through our bra, over our bra, underneath our bra, over our underwear, or in between our underwear. Leave it on.
It's great. I mean, when you go down on her with her panties on. Lick her off with her panties on, through her panties. You know, it's great. You have that extra fabric there, which causes friction. It feels great.
Oral sex goes both ways, definitely. It should not just be one and then not the other. I think it's either all or nothing. Either both of you are into oral sex or there's no oral sex at all. Otherwise, the other person can feel cheated.
You have to be able to go down on a woman. Women love to be eaten out. I mean, it is a great feeling. So if you don't like it, then find a way to like it, because most women will not have it. I mean, if she goes down on you, then you've got to go down on her, and you got to know how to do it right.
If you want her to blow you, don't push her head down, because that can be an instant turn off. Even asking is a lot of a turn off. If she's ready, she'll do it for you. If you're just like really aggressive, she's not going to want to do it. Even if you ask her, she's probably going to want to say no just because you ask.
Girls can totally tell when they've been with a guy or they're intimate with a guy that has watched a lot of pornos. We so can tell, like, God, if you want to come all over our face, all over our tits all the time, we know, buddy, you've been watching way too much porn, okay? Like, it's not like we mind if you do that. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, if that's what your main goal is or your main result is, then it's like, you know, it's just like, or you want to do that way all the time, then yeah, man, you've been watching way too much porn, man.
Stay away from the asshole unless we say you can go there. I mean, it's basically exit only. I don't know. I think women would not like a big penis stuck up their butthole because that hurts.
Maybe after your first sexual encounter that you can talk about and say, yeah, about last night, like, how did that work for you? And she's like, yeah, I kind of like it when you do no. Then you know, you're like, oh, okay, all right, she likes that. Then it's good.
Eye contact is really important because it's really emotional, and women like that emotional connection that it gives them. So I would try and keep as much eye contact as possible. When either of you is climaxing, that's really important because it's such a beautiful moment when you're both together and your eyes are connected, that it adds to the whole experience and makes people feel closer and more connected. So try and maintain as much eye contact as possible.
When I'm with somebody and I'm coming and I'm staring that person that's making me feel so fantastic, when I'm staring that person in the eyes, there's nothing more.
All right, guys, there you have it. The girls covered pretty much everything you need to know about the complex world of relationships. Hopefully you learned something, and if you didn't, just watch the video again. All right, go out there and have some fun, boys, and before we go, here's a few more tips. Good luck.
If you have a good attitude, a positive attitude, that draws people towards you because people are always drawn to positive people, right? They always have more friends and people want to talk to them and meet them. So think positive and smile a lot at people and just be friendly. Try and sort of open yourself up and be a lot more outgoing because people are going to take interest in you and want to talk to you more, and that is always more attractive.
Attraction comes, more than just looks. It comes about personality, and it's about how personable you are or how outgoing you are, how much you're able to get along with another person, or how much you're willing to get along with another person, for that matter.
Be yourself. Be who you are, because that's what you want her to fall in love with. That's what you want her to like, is you, who you are.
Most girls are shy, we get approached by a lot of guys in a day, people honking their horns as you're walking across the street. The best thing you can do is just be normal and casual and non-threatening. That's the other thing. Don't come across as like you're trying to get laid, because we can smell that shit a mile away and it's not going to work.
Be confident and be yourself. Learn to like yourself, and if you're yourself and you're confident, that's going to be the best way to meet women and get over all the obstacles of relationships.
Bye-bye, good luck, and remember, be yourself.